So the other day, here, I forgot to tell you. Did you hear about that Nicola Sturgeon? Yes, she's had her house raided by the police up there in your Scotland, up there in your Alba. Ecos. Yes, oh, she was the Führer up there, wasn't she, really, of the Scottish National Party. Yes, Socialist Scottish National Party. It's a bit like the German Socialist National Party. Do you remember, with that annoying little goblin with the dodgy moustache, got himself around Germany in the 30s? You remember him, capiche? Because he had one, and she's just, you can see, spiteful haircut. So she's halfway there, isn't she, too, to be fair. Well, she come out left field a bit just after Jatinda Heartburn as well. And it's almost like they're like the proverbial dogs that have shit their own crates, haven't they, really? Yes. As soon as they come out and start going, oh, I've got nothing left in the bleeding tank, and I've got to retire now, and all this, that, and the other. You think to yourself, well, I do anyway, because I can't help it. Oh, I just thought to myself, there you go, I bet you anything, she's been caught with her fingers in the bleeding till. That's what I thought to myself. And then, when I heard that the police had been round and raided her bleeding house, and they had a forensic tent up, one thing and another going on, I thought, he's only gone and bloody killed her, isn't he? That's what I thought to myself. I thought her husband, he's lost his bleeding mind. Well, actually, he probably gained some sanity. And he's bloody throttled her. That's what I thought to myself. But no, it turns out, no, they're being investigated for corruption. Yes, corrupt. Nicola Sturgeon, whatever her bleeding name. Well, like she be corruptible. A nice little National Socialist. They're such lovely people, aren't they, Voodoo Foos? So, anyway, he hasn't murdered her, sadly. And, yeah, they were running the Independent Party because they want to be independent from your Britain, which, to be fair, not being funny, we've got more Scottish people living down here than live up in bleeding Scotland, to be fair. You've got more French people that live up in Scotland than we've got. Well, actually, no, scrub that. It's about equal, to be fair. But we are a blended union, you know. Yes, we bloody well are. And I don't think there's many people that's 100% Scottish or 100% English. I mean, what is English? We're all from other places originally. I mean, take me, for instance. I mean, some people say I look like I come from Uranus. So, you know, it's hard to tell, isn't it, really? But we're all mixed, aren't we? I mean, I've got Scottish in me, I've had Irish in me, I've got Polish in me. I've had them all. I wasn't fussy. And anyway, it's like I told you before. Do you remember? I told you that her husband, what's his name, Peter Murrell or something or other, ugly, baldy git, right? And he was my OnlyFans on OnlyFans. Yes, he was. So when I heard that they busted the house, I thought, oh no, they ain't got hold of them sex tapes, have they? Oh, because, well, to be fair, I'm unembarrassable. If anything, I'll probably enjoy it. All the publicity, free publicity for you Gertie Rude. Yeah, but no, apparently not. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pass them up, send it to the Sun, put his name, try to get myself out there. You know, get myself famous. I might be the next Katie Price, and then I can go and get myself a face bleeding lift. Yes, and look like a bleeding trout. Some people say I already look like a trout. Trout crossed with a whale, to be fair. So, you know, this has taken a lot of money to get this good, you know. I mean, this didn't happen overnight for you two first. No, it took years of work. So anyway, they got themselves arrested. And they, not before time. Now, Jatinda Heartburn, who's another, well, she's a little Marxist, isn't she? Yes. She was the leader of the utopia, or dystopia, that was New Zealand. You know, it's a perfectly excusable Zealand, but no, they've got to call it new over there, haven't they? Yes, they have perfectly decent Zealand in your Holland place, but no. Once you get your Jatinda Heartburn down there with those considerable Nashers VTubers, she's got to call it new. I think it was her that called it new anyway, but she's too old to be new, isn't she? So she was down there in New Zealand, and you know what they remind me of? Because I thought it at the time. I did. I couldn't help myself. You know, like when you've got an infestation of cockroaches and you switch the light on and they all scuttle the fuck off, don't they, VTubers? And that's what these two, I was going to say ladies, but females, sort of, you know, non-binary, whatever, people scuttled off. And I thought to myself, somebody's shining a light on their accounting, innit, VTubers? Something's going to go tits up. You just know it. and they get heads up about it, and they do a little machination, probably did a hubble bubble toilet trouble, you know, like something out of Macbeth. Because to be honest, I reckon that's who they placed those witches on. Do you remember that, Shakespeare? With the Macbeth? You know, hubble bubble toilet trouble? Probably, yeah. Different parts of just into heartburn, and your Nicola Turgeon, and that horrible thing in, what's her name? Well, she's left now. What's her name? Mr. Merkel, over in Germany, that place. Yes, so hubble, bubble, toilet trouble, load of old bleeding witches through two first. So anyway, I'll keep you posted on what's happened, because apparently, don't quote me on it, Scotland wants to be independent. Have you ever heard such bullshit in your life? Because to start with, if they were bloody well independent, they could pay for their own bloody national health, their own prescriptions, and their own damn schools through two first. That's what I reckon. Because obviously, you know, under Blair, I mean, he's a crooked swine, wasn't he, two first? And he just did anything. He would have sold them the Houses of Parliament if he could just get what he wanted with them. Do you remember all that business, you know, with the European Union bullshit? They had their own parliament, so they could get their snout in the trough independent of Britain, and we didn't have to keep sharing all our money with them. Do you remember that? So she got a taste for it, because they're National Socialists. Very social. Actually, very antisocial, considering they're socialists. And so, yes, so they want to be independent, which means joining Europe and being part of the global elite and all that bollocks. So I don't know how independent that is. It's about as independent as me, really, isn't it, to be quite fair? In fact, I probably am a bit more independent than them. So anyway, all I can say is good news to good riddance to bad rubbish through two first. That's all I can say. So anyway, I said my piece on Nicola Turgeon in your Scotland land that she's managed to F up all these years. So anyway, bye Voodoo, bye-bye. See you later. It's not going to go off. It's not.